Hey, hey. I thought I would. It's easier to do a quick live stream about something than to, honestly, than to make a video and post it. So, because the live stream posts itself anyway, and for some reason, I think the algorithm gives more attention to live streams. Like, I don't know. My theory. It's only a working theory. But, anywho, I am, before I've got other stuff to do here, I am spinning up a couple of rosemary besoms, little rosemary brooms. These are available at the little local shop here in Wilmington. I make them and sell them on Moonlight on the weekends. So I've got, yesterday I spent the day sanding a whole bunch of little sticks that I just pick up and find. Sandpaper is a good art tool to always have around. You can always use some sandpaper because you can use it for effect to like scuff up your painting and stuff too. So yeah, that's what I spent yesterday doing. Was I always gather little sticks on walks. Not so much lately because I've been walking as much. It's another story. Anyway, I've got a whole stash of sticks, and I keep them around, and then I sand a whole handful of them at a time, so that when I'm ready to make my little either rosemary brooms or my other brooms that might have some sticks or something on the end, I've already got the handles ready to go. So just in the art world, in the crafty world, it just saves a lot of time to have stuff prepped. I mean, with anything. I mean, meal prep, all of it. So I prepped sticks yesterday. Hey y'all, how's it going? Good morning. I'm making little rosemary besoms, brooms. And the way I wrap them is with string so that when they start to dry out, because they're going to dry out, it's an herb, right? You know, so you're like, what do I do with it when it dries out? I wrap it with a string so that you can wrap it the whole way down when it dries and light it, and then it's a smudge stick. And like I was saying, I pick cool little sticks, like just when I'm out on walks, and I spent the day yesterday sanding them. I've got a whole bunch of sanded sticks to use to make these little besoms. They sell at the little local shop. I usually sell through a couple a week, 3, 4 a week. Where was that stick I was going to use? So yeah, here we go. I like this stick. And I just grab a handful and kind of line it up, hold it up. I like it to look aesthetically cool. I try not to just like throw these things together. I try to make them look cool. I think that one's a little long. Yeah, these ones are looking straggly. These ones are too long. Let's find some shorter ones because I've got a whole pile of rosemary here. A whole pile. Drop an emoji of how you're feeling today. Or just say hi. I would love for you to say hi. If you want to introduce yourself and tell me who's hanging out, that would be cool too, but you don't have to. Alright, let's line these guys up. Like I said, I like to make these look a little neat. Since I've got rosemary to choose from. Give them each a little personality. I think that one looks cool like that. I think one more over here. A little straight one. Just to fill in that like bald spot right there. All right. And use red right now. I just use straight up cotton embroidery thread. I had it and it burns nicely. Nice and clean because it's all cotton. This stuff, you get it in the skeins at the craft store. After this, I'm going to get coffee. Just give it kind of a tight little wrap at the top. Get it going. Try to secure it pretty well to the stick. I like to wrap this first one really tight. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. And then, like I said, what I do is I leave a good bit of the string on so that it can be wrapped into a smudge stick when it dries. In case somebody wants to do something with it. I've had one hanging up at my kitchen door for several months. It's dried out and it hasn't fallen apart or gotten messy or anything yet. So if you hang them, they stay nice for a while too. Okay, we've wrapped this enough. To leave an even amount of string. I like this red. I wrap them in different colors. It depends on my mood. Okay, so, ooh, I need a better camera stand. Sorry, y'all. All right, so here we go. Here's our little rosemary besom with the long string. And like I said, when it dries out, you take the string like this and you wrap it around both ways, like so, and then tie it at the bottom, and then you've got yourself a big rosemary smudge stick with a handle, and you just light that end of it and it burns. But for now, because it's fresh, I'm gonna untie this. It's got a fun little piece hanging out at the top here too. The rosemary, since the frost hit, it frosted down here and got really cold. The rosemary has started to get little buds and flowers on it, so that's kind of cool. Okay. And then the extra string, I just take and maybe I'll wrap this one around the stick. That's kind of a neat look. All right, I don't want to make it too complicated for somebody to undo it. I have a tendency to do that. Let's keep it simple. Someone's going to want to untie this maybe. There. So the instructions being, when it's dried out, you just pull this, unravel the string, and rewrap it around the broom. How about that? Oh, it smells so good too. This one's cute. It looks like it might stand up on its own. Nah, it's got a stick part in there. But yeah, there's one of them done. Oh. This one's a little one. I'm going to make it slightly smaller as I grab all of the big rosemary pieces. Here we go. lot of these are going to get, oh, tiny piece. A lot of these are going to get turned into smudge bundles too. Oh, there's one of the ones with the little flower on the end. We're going to wrap that one on here. Extra added little surprise in this bundle. Thanks to them. And some shorter pieces here. There we go. There's a little one. I got some very branchy pieces to make the smudge bundles with. They just make a, when you wrap them, they're just sort of thick and they're nice. Okay, here, that piece right there. All right, we're gonna wrap this one in black. No, we're gonna wrap this one in a natural brown color to match. I'm usually all about the bright colors, but I have been exploring more earth tones lately. Make the handle just a little longer there. There. Right by the knot. Okay. That guy's on there too. And sometimes I decorate these up with little charms or tie some cinnamon on them. So all of that can also be done. Wrap this around the handle. Give it one of those slip knot dealios. All right, there we go. We've got two of them. A little one and a big one. All right. Thanks for checking out my quick live stream. Have a great, awesome day.